Hey, this is Chaplain Bo Willette out in Tucson, Arizona, where it is super hot. But hope you guys are well and doing great. I'm going to do a little short devotion with you guys in the book of John, chapter 14. This passage says from Jesus, verse 1, "Do not let your heart be troubled. Trust in God. Trust also in me." Jesus is going to go to the cross. That's pretty radical, pretty big deal. Not going to be fun. His disciples don't believe it, but Jesus is trying to ease their heart. And sometimes when you have your whole world tied up into things on this earth, sometimes you can fail to see the beauty of what God has prepared for us for all eternity. And Jesus is always about the business of getting us off of looking at the things that are seen so that we can see the things that are unseen. And how that happens is by faith, is by putting our faith in Him. So this is what Jesus says: don't let your hearts be troubled by the calamity that I'm going to go through and the things that you might go through as well. But He says, trust in God. What's the remedy? Trust. Trust God's will for you. And that might be tough when you're going through a difficult time. Things ain't going the way that you want them to go. Jesus understands that. He knows what you're going through. He went through times where people didn't treat Him so well. And He could have looked at His Father and said, hey, why am I going through this? But instead He trusted in the Father. He knew that there was something in this that needed to happen, and that there was going to be a domino effect to His faithfulness through the trial. The word persevere means to endure under pain. We all know about that. You guys especially. You work out, you train, you get ready. And there's a lot of pain that's involved, and you have to persevere to see the fruit on the other side. Well, Jesus is going to persevere, and there's going to be salvation on the other side of His faithfulness through that trial. He says, trust in God. In my Father's house are many rooms, and if it were not so, I would have told you. I like that section. Jesus says, hey, where I'm going, man, it's amazing. There's a lot of rooms, a lot of mansions, a lot of chambers. Nothing like a huge home, right, to look at and go, wow, what an awesome sight. But I want you to notice that Jesus talks about heaven like it's His hometown. He says, guys, don't even worry about it. You guys got to check out my pop's place. It's amazing. You guys are going to love it. And He speaks as a person who's been there forever, and He knows all about it because He has. And He says, if it were not so, I would have told you I'm going there to prepare a place for you. Isn't that great? He's going to prepare a place for you. You have a place prepared for you in heaven. Have you thought about that? Is your mind on that? Or is it just in the here and now? And then He says, and if I go, I prepare a place for you. But I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. You know the way to the place where I am going. Meaning it's by Him, it's through Him. You know, Jesus wants you to trust in Him. He wants you to look past everything that goes on, all the ups and the downs, and He wants you to see something greater, and that is Jesus. He's the goal. The goal is knowing Christ and knowing Him more. Everything else is a cherry on top. Everything that He gives us, the blessings, the opportunities, those things, what a joy and what a blessing it all is. But the goal is to know and to be with Christ. And you can do that anytime as you just look to Him, talk to Him, think of Him, dwell on Him, and you too will find a peace in your life as well as I have mine. So hope you enjoyed that short Devo, and you guys have a great one. We take care.